Welcome back, everybody. In today's episode of Cooking with Kirby, we are going to be making something delicious. It's a perfect side for spring and summertime. It's one of my favorites. We're going to be making some macaroni salad. So no further ado, let's get into the recipe. Since you're here, hit the like and subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell is rang. Check me out on social media. That way you can get notification of all my new recipes. Macaroni salad is one of my favorite side dishes. You can make it in so many different ways and it comes out really delicious, and they go great with so many different entrees. Now, this is just a base version. This version right here actually reminds me of childhood. I tweaked the recipe a little bit, as I got older, but this is pretty much how my mother and my grandmother made macaroni salad. And really simple ingredients. This is really not that hard to make. You're gonna need some pasta. Now, I might not use all of this pasta. I'm gonna just add, little by little to see, if it needs more or not. It might not take the whole pound of pasta, but I'm gonna go ahead and cook it all anyways because I can use that for later, if I ever need to put pasta in something. You're gonna need 1 cup of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise of your choice. This is just some regular mayonnaise that my wife usually picks up. Now this is one ingredient that I tweaked, compared to my mother's recipe. Instead of using regular yellow onion, I'm gonna be using half of a red onion. We're gonna need 5 spears of pickles of your choice. Now, this is dill pickle. This is how I grew up eating macaroni salad. This is what my mom and grandma would put in the macaroni salad. But if you want to use sweet pickles, by all means, go ahead and use it. I have done it with both, and it comes out fantastic either way. So whatever your preference is, go ahead and use whatever pickle you have. Like I said, this is about 5 spears. This is 5 spears of pickles chopped up. We're gonna need 1 red bell pepper chopped, 3 celery stalks. I sliced them in quarters, and then I went ahead and chopped them to nice little bits. You wanna kinda get these, nice and small, so that way when you take a bite of your macaroni salad, you get a little bite. So you kinda want a lot of these little bites in there. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of mustard of your choice. My grandma's always done it with just regular yellow mustard. That is what her recipe actually says, yellow mustard. But there's so many options nowadays. You can use brown mustard, you can use, spicy mustard. Play around with it. I mean, that's the whole point of cooking is, making it your own. So you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of some type of mustard, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now this is another ingredient that I kind of added to it over the years. The difference between pure olive oil and extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin is actually meant for salads and dressings. Pure olive oil is for cooking. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now, if you're wondering why it's a little brown looking, this is pure sugar cane. Kind of like all that whole crisis, right? When I went shopping. So I ended up getting 2 bags of pure sugar cane in replacement of sugar because they didn't have no sugar at the store. And if you're wondering what kind of brand of cane sugar I'm using, this is it right here, Zoka. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. And we're also gonna be needing 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Now you can use white vinegar, or if you have any like an aromatic vinegar that you have, some specific one that you like, you can go ahead and use that. If you feel it meets the flavor profile of a macaroni salad, by all means go ahead and use it. Now to add a little bit of color and a little bit of earthy flavor, we're gonna be adding in some flat Italian parsley. This is gonna give a nice herb flavor, and this is about, I wanna say 1/4 cup unchopped, and then I just chopped it together. So this is probably about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of chopped parsley here. All right, so to start off, the only thing that we're actually gonna be cooking is our macaroni. Now I got some water heating up, and I'm gonna bring that to boil, and then we'll go on to the next process. All right, now that we have our water boiling, we're gonna go ahead and add in our macaroni. Now we're gonna be cooking the macaroni to the instructions on the box, and you want the lowest setting. So it actually says to cook from 9 minutes to 11 minutes. So I'm gonna let this cook for 8.5 to 9 minutes. All right, so our timer hit. I just wanna check to make sure that your macaroni is done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. Now we're gonna go ahead and take this to our sink, and we're gonna be running cold water over it. You wanna stop the cooking process. All right, so now we're gonna assemble our dressing for our macaroni salad. So we got our mustard here. Now we're just basically gonna add in everything. Adding our olive oil, Add in our mustard. Add in our apple cider vinegar. Now you want to mix this initially because you want to see what kind of consistency you're going to get. If you're getting real loose, then you might want to go ahead and add a little bit more mayonnaise to the mix. Actually, I think this is going to be okay. So yeah, we don't need to add any more mayonnaise. Sometimes, you know, when I'm just eyeballing things, you know, I have to add a little bit more mayonnaise into the mix. So just keep that in mind. Today we got it right on the money. This is going to coat the macaroni really well, and it'll let that macaroni just absorb all this flavor. So go ahead and add in our sugar. Now I will be adding salt, but I'll be doing that to the macaroni when I put everything together. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a taste, see how it comes out. That right there is perfect. Nice and sweet. A little acidic from that apple cider vinegar, but not too much. All right, so now that we have our macaroni strained and cooled, we're gonna go ahead and bring it into a big silver bowl. You wanna try to get as much of the water as you can possibly out of it. Now we're just gonna mix all our ingredients. Now by looking at it, I think I have enough ingredients to be able to put into the macaroni salad where I could use a whole pound. Sometimes, you know, when I'm eyeing it, it comes out a little bit too much macaroni. But we look like we're good here. Now, this is just a basic macaroni salad. Like I said, this is just a classic macaroni salad I grew up on. But you can add so much stuff to this. And I've done ham in here, I've put cucumbers, I mean, you could put all kinds of stuff in here. Right, let's go ahead and add in our dressing. Now, you want to let this macaroni salad sit for a little bit. You want those noodles to absorb this dressing. I like to at least let it sit for a couple hours. Okay, go ahead and give everything a mix. Yeah, you want those macaronis to capture all of that dressing that we just put in there. Let's go ahead and mix everything together. It smells really good. I got some really good smells, all those fresh herbs and fresh ingredients. And then, you know, the sweetness of everything. Yeah, it smells good. Now, I'm gonna be letting this sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours. So right now, at this moment, all we really need to do is we just need to season. So we're just gonna go ahead. Because the mustard and the mayonnaise is gonna have some sodium in there. So we're gonna just add a tad bit, mix it up. Add a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. Now when it comes to salt, season to taste. Now it took me a very long time to adjust from, you know, other people cooking for me to me, you know, making my own food. You know, I kind of over seasoned stuff, and when I met my wife, you know, that kind of changed up. So just season to taste. So let's give this a taste and see how it all came out. Get a nice. That right there, to be honest, doesn't need nothing. So I'm gonna cover this up with some saran wrap, and we're gonna put it in the fridge for 2 hours. Let it sit. Let that dressing get into the macaroni, and this is just a wonderful side dish. Macaroni salad is one of my favorite side dishes. It's very versatile. It goes well with any entree, really. And the best part is you can add different things to it. You can even add ham and cheese to this, and it tastes wonderful. But the best part is you can add different things, you know, just to get a different flavor profile. So it's really up to you on what you want to do with it. But this right here, this reminds me of just some classic good old macaroni salad. Cheers, y'all. Some really good stuff. It's just fresh. You got all of that fresh produce in there. The dressing is nicely seasoned and just perfect. Some really good stuff. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. I always see future videos just like this. As always, I'll leave a link in the video description and in the comment section so that we can go to my website, cookingwithkirby.com, to get the full printable recipe. Now I have these recipes, they're really good, you should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.